Hello and welcome to Library Salad. Today's episode is Wasting Time Isn't Always a Bad Thing, brought to you by the Monroeville Public Library in Pennsylvania. Hi, I'm Alice, Library Salad, tossing around a couple of ideas. And basically, wasting time, according to definitions, is that it's just a bad use of time. But everybody's different. Everybody has different needs when it comes to time, what's valuable to them, what they're capable of doing, how they're feeling. But we're going to go through a couple of number one time wasters and just see, is it truly a waste of time? And if it is, maybe what do we do about it? Okay, so many people have heard the expression or said to themselves, gee, that was a waste of time. And the top time wasters would be, first off, simply watching TV. With a lot of the streaming going on, and we've got the ability to watch a particular movie or, let's say you start off and you know there's, 15 episodes of a particular show, and there's how many seasons. You may think this could be a waste of time, especially if in one sit down you're going through just a couple of episodes alone. Now, 3 or 4 hours seems to be the average amount of TV that people watch per day. But are they just watching TV? What about in the evening? What about if you suddenly fall asleep and one of the hours happens to be sleeping? So you're not really watching 4 hours of TV, are you? No, you're doing 1 hour of sleeping. That's beneficial. Obviously, you needed it. Could become an issue when you try to, and this is last night, you try to then go back to sleep and that doesn't happen. Whole other story. Okay. Smartphones. Well over 2 hours a day, what people seem to be just scrolling through, checking things out, and there is an importance to that. There is valuable information to be gotten. Sometimes I happen to be one of 23, I have 23 cousins, let's just say that. And all these cousins, they're all over the United States, and some important information is exchanged because of the fact that we're not able to get together. So that's an example of that. But it can be very repetitive as you're scrolling. I find myself going through it and just saying, I just saw this, I just saw this, I just saw this. So if that is relaxing to you, may not be a waste of time, up for you to decide on that one. Meetings. Now, a lot of meetings are very important. They say that when someone has a meeting, usually 50% of it really isn't getting on topic. But I always say, if there's snacks involved, then is that really a waste of time? Probably not. Another one, let's say, a lot of people spend about a half hour of their day, each day, deciding what to eat. That could also be relaxing in a way. Decisions are finally made. But on the other part of it, it's sort of like, could that be a better use of your time? Could prep before that be, again, helpful to you? Everyone's going to see that different. Also, believe it or not, deciding what to wear. 15 minutes a day, which is going like this, implying not a lot of decision making went into the t-shirt and pants. But to each his own. I, on my behalf, do take sometimes a while, like to decide the night before. But in the weather that we've been having in this area, all of the snow, there are a lot of decisions to be making. And it's not time wasted usually because of the fact that it's beneficial so that nothing is ruined, as in snow. What shoes are you going to wear? You have to decide on the shoes are going to trigger, well, what pants you're wearing, because this way the pants cup is going to fall to the right part. Trust me, it is a big decision, especially when you have 4 seasons around this area. Men, slightly less time, but surprisingly less. There was like maybe 2 minutes difference. But again, depends on the person and how into fashion and where you live and what exactly the elements are that you have to do. What else have we got? Exercise. When people think through about, I really should exercise, what am I going to do? That takes up time. Believe it or not, many people, after all this thinking, decide, not today. Maybe another time, not today. But you could use that time wisely. So it's really not a waste of time, because as you're thinking, should I do this? Should I not do this? Do I really want to change? But thinking, and maybe if there's a little stretching going on during that, let's say your mind just a little bit more calming, you could actually take those couple of minutes and call it yoga. If you really want yoga, the library has 2 free sessions, virtual yoga classes every month, this Saturday and Monday. Check out our calendar on our website, because this way you get a lot for that. Now, so a lot of the things that is number 1 on the charts of number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on the charts of considered wasting time, as you see, not necessarily a waste of time. Other things can be done. Back to the TV watching. You can do other things with it. What if you would just did a load of wash right before the TV thing, and you're folding the wash at the same time? A little bit of everything, and then mentally you don't feel like you've really completely wasted it, unless of course there's a good nap involved. Going back to it, you can simply say to yourself, if you wanted to make a couple of changes, just say, why am I doing this way? Is it simply habit that I'm doing this way? Do I like the habit, or do I want to change the habit? And just say, sort of, what am I getting out of it? Are there enough pluses to continue or not enough? And then change that around. So we've talked about all of the things you can waste time on, but up to you. What is your time waster? And does it work for you? See you in 2 weeks.